Well, Chris Popper joined by Robin Jones here at the historic Grand Theater on the Stanley Subaru stage. And behind us, a great backdrop.
What? Where did that come from? Actually, I know exactly where that came from. We're privileged as always. This has been going on for, I guess, about a decade now, if not longer, to host the George Stevens Academy annual fall musical. And this year, it's Cole Porter's classic, Anything Goes, which all takes place on a crazy cruise liner. And it's where we get a lot of hits.
Champagne on the Lido deck. Yeah,
yes, well, Chris, we were not allowed to be on the Lido deck, as you know, because that brought us trouble. But anyway, so it brings us a lot of big hits from a really classic time in Broadway history, like the title song, Anything Goes, and quite a number of other Cole Porter songs. And as usual, those kids work super hard, and I hope everybody has a chance to come out and see it Friday and Saturday night at 7 p.m. I did want to mention, we had our big food drive last week.
Fill every seat.
Fill every seat for Loaves and Fishes. And because we have 480 seats,
and because we had no power,
we didn't have power for most of last week. We are extending that food drive until Thursday of this week. So one day before GSA is here with Anything Goes, we're still taking non-perishable, non-expired food here at the theater. And then once we have it all, we'll have a nice little photo op of all the seats being filled with your charitable donations for this great cause.
And there's such a need. I mean, there just really is.
It is huge. And for this raised in the South guy to move to a place where you are constantly thinking about warmth. I can't even imagine what people who are having to go through looking for food, being homeless during our winter months, what that must be like. And Loaves and Fishes does such great work.
And you add to the fact that a lot of people had to throw away the contents of the refrigerators.
Yeah.
You and I and Peter.
Peter and probably everybody else you can think of who's watching this if you were living in Maine last week, because of gale force winds that were the remnants, I think, of a hurricane. Yeah. Most of the power in the state was lost, for some for just a few hours, and for me about 4 days. I don't know about you. Yeah, so we were able to recover, kind of. I think I'm still shaky a little bit, but
the light goes off and you kind of twitch a little.
Yeah, a little, but there's a lot of people who aren't able to make that recovery so quickly or so well, and Loaves and Fishes helps them out, as well as just the needy during the holidays. So I hope everybody's able to help us out, helping them out.
Okay. And then Alice in Wonderland, down the looking glass. Tell me, yeah.
All right. There's Lewis Carroll. He wrote some stories about this girl named Alice, and what our executive director Nick Turner has done has adapted those stories into sort of a part one called Alice: Down the Rabbit Hole.
There we go.
And
there's no looking glass involved.
No, absolutely not. Please don't think that. But our education director Jasmine Ireland is directing this all ages cast and production that's great for all ages, and we'll have that a week from this weekend. Man, I'm running short on dates, but it is...
well, it'll be the 23rd and the 24th.
Thank you very much. And
25th.
And that'll be 3 shows that we're doing, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The Sunday will be a matinee at 2, followed by our annual grand tradition now of showing a great family classic that happens to be a musical that everybody can sing along with. This time around, it's the Little Mermaid Sing-Along, and that's sponsored this year by Maine Pet and Aquarium. Who best to take us all under the sea than Maine Pet and Aquarium?
You know, you've got to love with Ariel and the Sebastian.
Yes.
It's been a long time since I saw that.
Yes.
But
I remember Ursula. That's the one.
Ursula the Sea Witch.
The Sea
exactly.
Witch. She has a big old number in that show, and it's a lot of fun for both kids and parents. And at this point, parents who remember when it came out when they were kids, which dates me, but if I don't date me, who will?
Well, and then it's like Tinder, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But swipe right.
No.
But then also you've got the cast of the Ellsworth High School.
Yeah.
Little Mermaid will be here as well.
That will be super exciting. They're going to be coming out and greeting all the kids as they come in and waving goodbye to them as they leave. And I think we may be able to talk them into a number or two from the show themselves. So it's a jam-packed afternoon of great entertainment for the whole family. Alice Down the Rabbit Hole at 2, and then Go Under the Sea with the Little Mermaid Sing-Along at 4.
And if I believe that's then on the 25th.
Yes.
So that's November 25th.
Yes, and check out Alice Down the Rabbit Hole. If you can't make it that day, check it out Friday or Saturday, which is the 23rd and 24th, because I just did math. Also, coming up next Thursday, we have one of our great NT Lives. It's a great simulcast in high def on our coastal eye care screen here in the theater of Great British Theater. This time around, they're reviving one of the classic Stephen Sondheim musicals, Follies, starring Imelda Staunton, who many of you may remember as Dolores Umbridge in the Harry Potter movies. She also sings and dances. Come by and check that out. Some great music and a great dramatic production.
So the other thing is the calendar's just out, so the calendar is now online.
I have it right here.
You can also stop in and pick up the calendar.
I don't need this. You can take it from me right now.
You're so generous.
I'm here for you.
But I'm looking at December here, and they got Boss Baby for the matinees.
Right.
And also, right here, you've got live theater.
Yeah, we actually made a slight change. Originally, we were going to do an original musical adaptation of A Christmas Carol. I think we needed about 40 people to even begin casting it, so we didn't get that many in the auditions, but we found a great production, a live radio play version of the American Christmas Carol, It's a Wonderful Life. And we only need like 5 to 7 people for that, so we were able to, the director, Nick Turner, was able to pick people out of everybody who auditioned who were best fit all of those parts. So you'll see local talent enacting George Bailey, which is the Jimmy Stewart character, mean old Mr. Potter, and even Clarence the Angel, right here live on stage.
We had a lot of fun. I mean, looking at it there, the dates are just jam-packed there.
Yeah, there's relatively few blank spots. Why do we have blank spots? Because we need to rest.
Yes, exactly.
But we have everything from Robinson Ballet doing Nutcracker to the production you just mentioned, to a lot of different movies, not just for kids or the whole family, but also for adults looking for more sophisticated fare. And all of that's in December. Pick up our calendar for November, December here at the Grand.
All right. Make sure you go online, see everything at grandonline.org. You can always call the box office.
207-667-9500.
All right. Well, that'll do it for this week. And,
yes.
We thank you for watching. Check out all the other videos we have on the WDEA YouTube channel.